So we got some pretty big information coming out for the brand new Zelda game, The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, which is going to be releasing later on this year in September. We already know that we're going to be able to play as Zelda for the first time ever, but we have another playable character that just got revealed via the ESRB description, which of course is the official kind of rating and whatnot. Guys, if you do enjoy this one, consider leaving a like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more Nintendo-based content. Lord willing, all goes as planned. Once Echoes of Wisdom comes out, we're going to be playing through it. Gonna have, kind of a normal sort of walkthrough. First time playing through walkthrough. Any kind of guides that are worth making as well. We do a bunch of different stuff here on the channel regarding Nintendo unboxings, news, and walkthroughs and guides, and you name it. If it's Nintendo, it goes on the channel. So stick around for more. All right, so let's go ahead and jump straight into this. If you guys want to see what exactly we're talking about, I'm going to throw up the rating summary via the ESRB up on screen, and I'll try to remember to link down in the description below as well if you guys want to go ahead and read it for yourselves and see that it's actually on the official website. This is what the summary says. This is an adventure game in which players assume the role of Zelda as she attempts to dispel rifts throughout Hyrule and rescue Link from a 3/4 overhead perspective. Excuse me. Players explore various environments and while fighting stylized enemies. Examples given: human creatures. As Link, now this is the key point here. As Link, players use a sword and arrows to defeat enemies. So right there is the key point we're focusing on. We'll read the rest in a second, but basically confirm that we are going to be able to play as Link. We'll discuss that in just a second. Zelda can use a magic wand to summon creatures. Example given: wind up knights, pig soldiers, slime, etc. for battle. Some enemies can be defeated by being set on fire. Wow. Other creatures dissolve into mist when defeated. Battle sequences are somewhat frenetic, with several enemies attacking and fighting at once. It's given an everyone 10+ rating. Platforms: Nintendo Switch. Fantasy violence is basically what it says, and that's pretty much that. So it's confirmed that we're going to be able to play as Link. Now, the question is it only at the very, very beginning of the game? Because, of course, when we watch the reveal trailer, we see that Link comes over, saves Zelda, right? He shoots an arrow as he's kind of, falling into the sort of abyss, if you will, the sort of, split dimension or whatever it is. So he's falling into this, and then he shoots, the crystal that Zelda's trapped in order to free her. So the question is that only going to be where we're going to be playing as Link, is right at the beginning of the game before everything goes into chaos? Or maybe there's going to be a little bit at the beginning of the game, and then eventually, Zelda is able to get Link out of this kind of, split dimension wherever he is, and eventually maybe we're going to play a little bit as him. Maybe it's not even the full game as Zelda. Maybe there's like, maybe it's like a half even. Maybe we don't know much about it. All we know is that the focus was on Zelda in the reveal trailer as a playable character, but we don't know how the rest of the game is going to be. It could be that, half of the game is like, okay, this is how it all starts. We're playing as Zelda. We got to, figure out how to unravel things, and then they work together. Maybe it's kind of like a bouncing back and forth, where you kind of swap characters, or maybe, something, it could be anything, right? Maybe halfway through, Zelda gets Link out of this area, but then she gets captured, and then Link has to go and help her. It could, like, there's so many possibilities for this game. It's really endless. We don't know much, really, of how this is going to play out. All we know is that Link is a playable character, which confirms, at least to some degree, we're going to be able to play as Link and use a sword to fight enemies and use arrows to fight enemies. So, I mean, it's not just going to be a very, very, very short little tiny sequence. Well, I mean, it could be, but it's likely that we're going to have a little bit more than that. So, I don't know. I guess time will tell. We'll see exactly when this game comes out or when they reveal more information. But for now, it's pretty interesting, to say the very least. Want to share it with you guys here on the channel. So, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what kind of scenario would you like to see? Would you just kind of like see it just kind of like the beginning of the game sort of thing, or kind of like what I mentioned, where it's like, maybe it's at the beginning of the game, and later on in the game we start to be able to play as Link as well, maybe swap back and forth between Zelda and Link, or maybe it's like a half thing. I don't know. You guys let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Stick around for more, and until the next one, game on. We'll see you guys soon.